You have no excuse to be with the best team on morning at TV. Your TV Royals just gone by the online trends with Day King Kath, your Queen D right here with the paper. All details as to how the accident occurred that cost the lives of these 6 precious, people are all here in the paper. Page 3 has some more details. As well, the Denmark Queen's visit to Ghana. Engagements with the president have all been captured here. The health ministry is in the news. They're said to have cleared some 650 million Ghana cedis out of 1 billion, CD debts. So yes, that's the latest with the health ministry. Government as well has said to be high now. I really want to understand that. I'll try and understand and probably share with you as well during the discussions in the same segment of the breakfast review. Court receives Major Mohammed's autopsy report. Okay, so that's the latest with Major Mohammed, the killing and all the investigations that are going on, around the killing that happened. ECMPs disrupting Parliament, according to the Daily Guide newspaper. And then some madman is said to have killed 5 people at Bechem. Okay, well, so I'm sure the authority definitely is paying attention to this particular story. All right, well, so that's a Daily Guide. Independent newspaper coming up in a short while. Get ready to run because we're going to be opening the phone lines pretty shortly. So get who's been speaking. The First Lady, Mrs. Rebecca Kufuor. She says, well, my husband has achieved a lot. How about that? Page 2 has more details. Let's see exactly those things that she talks about as being achievements from her husband for Ghana, yourself and myself. We'll see if they're debatable. Yeah, so that's the biggest one for the paper. 6 free SHS challenges, nukes to governments. Okay, fix free SHS challenges, and that's the nukes. I'm calling on government to do that. Well, and it's pledged its commitments to ensure that some of these things are dealt with. Let's see exactly, what the plan is to get them fixed. Yesterday, Daily Heritage newspaper reported about some Nungwa Secondary School, which, a court had ordered that it be closed down due to unsanitary conditions in there. So yes, these are some of your big stories. Today, we're discussing that one, plus, all of those other big stories that I've shared with you early on. So just stick around and tell us exactly what your own thoughts are. Daily Dispatch, 2017 Assembly's performances chart, and Ashanti, Volta, and Eastern regions perform very poorly. So that's the biggest one for the paper. I'm sure the details will be on the back page. Yes, I can see this clearly. Who wants to die now? Okay, I want to die in Zimbabwe, Mugabe, as he is granted immunity. So Uncle Roberts wants to die in Zimbabwe. Well, Page 2 has the details. Whatever informed this comments as well, we'll be sharing with you shortly. And then a Ghanaian who said to have been a slave in Saudi Arabia has been speaking to the Daily Dispatch. A lot of inside stories here today. Okay, well, I guess I'll call it a wrap for now. Kafui joins me in a short while, and then we get to hear from you as well. I know there's a lot of things on your mind. Share with us what all of those things are in a very, civilized manner, like we always say. My name again is Beswa Dona Hamd. We're back with more. Don't go away.
One big stage, over 4 fans, the lights, the sound, and the cheers. It's more than music, it's an experience. concerts. It's a gathering of stars. Shatta Wale, Stonebwoy, Samini, Ebony, Fancy Gadam.
Yeah.
And we'll put those phone lines up, you know, before the show closes.
There's a
If you have
story
any
I want you to
leads
see.
that you want us to follow up, you know, we have a news team right here at GH1 TV, you know, headed by Nanaba Anamwa. So yes, they definitely will follow up, and then we'll bring you all of those details and updates. So yes, thank you. The numbers are up on your screen. If you want to WhatsApp as well, it is 0246 020 580. 0246 020 580 is a WhatsApp number. Otherwise, you can do Twitter, you can do Facebook, and if you want us to read your messages, you have to include that hashtag. It is GH Today. Hashtag is GH Today.
Okay, Ashabim, good morning. Welcome to the show.
Good morning, Kafu Mpacho Hoye.
Pacho Hoye now, sir.
Yamina Daruma Hoye Pa.
Okay.
Kafu
Yo, don't worry.
Kafu Mpacho and the informer and Ambana.
Informer, Debbie.
The lens Ambana.
No.
Everyone says that we are already organized stations in SMPP News Kwana Moka, minimum agenda Kramo Yedi. But all the same, men fan to them.
Also, Daily Graphic and NPP newspaper. Canadian Times.
Mr. Wabisu, I'm a pacho. The American Motia say about Mamma Common.
The time no crap at home.
Asama koma mai kanwa mamu jira nusi bono yo kroma your mama I say we say your kromfo your mama ti say e kai your mama koto nusi pa daily guard at the back NDC you say na no ni any evidence so na the TV station na could take report ekokoba mu station no kan WhatsApp etin that citizen yes you are from name the ekwo ni e fe ni e ka mamu nyama adin say jira no make mamu nyama adin dey be kan ni the account wonim the akapa because we mo tie condition yes na drinking spot yewura o ghetto yewura o station yewura o market yewura o enim the ekwo so we ase o say e ka tem ya make allegation e wo enje o ko ma say president mama koto die wo Dubai e say ma mo ka fa no enje ko mu ano o mo tumi prove allegation by yes o mo say this for aboko what is all the media but say me you know nobody on ma mama let them go buy people because no mama say Ghana to no Ghana.
Thank you. Good I say ciao bia. Thank you. Bye bye. Listen, come on, this Ashabib. WhatsApp me right.
He's in some of our schools and
briefing. Schools themselves read or seen across all the media spaces does not even amount to 20. Will you call that a failure? Clearly not. And yesterday the Deputy Minister of Education, Honorable Edichum, gave an appropriate response as far as I'm concerned that look, yes, we do not expect any student to study under trees. These phenomena have been with us for ages. We would all wish that everything was smooth before we put students in. It's
okay
for the benefit of the people of Ghana.
Mr. Kwachefoso, we know the challenges, but the criticisms that we're getting from the minorities quarters, are they fair?
Well, that's why if it was only the minority that was
we know you're not the only one speaking.
Yes. If it was only the minority that was criticizing this policy, perhaps you could ascribe it to partisan politics. There are little lights in the MPP who have raised concern about the prevailing situation. In fact, before the policy was rolled out,
leading likes like who?
You recall the highly respected Dr. Adukufo, who was once defense minister and currently the board chairman of SNET. He cautioned against a hasty implementation of this program and insisted that there was a need for government to mobilize the adequate amount of revenue to be able to roll this out without the difficulties that we are encountering. Only last week, Dr. Kwame Amakutufo, a luminary within the MPP, admitted that he wept when he saw some of the circumstances under which some of these students were living when he undertook some tour of some schools in Ghana. The boss of GES himself, the man who superintends the rollout of this program, only this week has admitted that he has seen students living in dormitories that could pass for death traps. These are not NDC officials who have capacity to go to the schools and insist that these returns be brought and sanction errant headmasters and headmistresses.
So that claim cannot hold.
It is not tenable. The real reason why we are here, and they will not admit it, but government is having difficulty with liquidity. Look at the budget. There's a shortfall of about 3 billion Ghana cedis in revenue mobilization. Government has borrowed, but is unable to find the money to take to the schools. Why? The 20% that they took, on what basis did they take
well,
it?
Well, Mr. Kwekwa 2 days ago said that we have enough money.
Beswa, I have just demonstrated. Let me make the point.
100% of the funds were released from the Ministry of Finance.
There's a difference.
100%. No.
It's
not 100% that was released.
Beswa, look.
We'll get the figure straight.
The claims that Mr. Kwekwa makes, I have disputed on the basis of the very budget that his own ministry has brought. There is no room in that budget for expanding the facilities that will resolve these problems.
Probably they're banking their hopes on this fund that they're now encouraging people to contribute.
There must be certainty in policy making. You cannot make a policy and hope that people will come and contribute. You cannot bank your hopes on something you don't have control over. You and I and him may be motivated to go and contribute to the fund. I may contribute 500, he may contribute 200, he may contribute 1,000. The point is that government at any point in time does not have a control over how much resources will come. So for me, that fund is a non-starter. Why? Individual organizations, I beg your pardon, philanthropists, public-spirited individuals, organizations have always supported schools. All student associations, PTAs, have always supported schools. So there has never been a time. Let me make the point. There has never been a time where anybody has been stopped from helping out a school. People build schools and name. Say Sam Jonah. I'm aware that he built an entire hostel for Addis Ababa because it is Zama Meta. And yet the problem persists. So you cannot bank hopes on uncertainty. A fund is certainly an element of uncertainty. I would rather government demonstrated through its budget statement, which is the most important government document of the year, how it intends to address these problems. They have not even been able to show. Even the final point I wish to make, ordinarily would fall on statutory fund. Okay, read the 2018 again. You find that 2 taxes, the fiscal stabilization tax, which was introduced in 2013 to stabilize the economy and was due in December 2017 because of what we call a sunset clause, has been retained. Indeed, they've deferred the removal of that tax to 2019. It simply means that they want to make it more tax. That goes against the grain of their own rhetoric during the campaign that there are too many taxes. A second one, called the special import levy. Indeed, they created the impression that they had scrapped it. There's actually a 2% component which they have imposed or which they have retained, and it means that businesses are paying. Even the taxes that they've removed.
I also want to ask is that should the sale of anointing oil and holy water, constitute part of those things that should be? That's a question we can ask.
If I may respond quickly to some of the things that he said. You see, the assertion that they've not imposed new tax is entirely accurate.
Okay.
The budget says that I want to